Great to have you with us from Joe IA Stadium in Ruston, Louisiana. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Army Black Knights and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, Reese. I have checked in with the Army head coach here pregame. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Army Black Knights offense will go to work first. And here comes Cale Hellis. You have to wonder about his confidence after a 5-interception day in that loss. The run inside. It's Howard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the right. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. On the draw, it's Howard. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't shown great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a 3rd and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have 4th down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn with the run game.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. So Louisiana Tech's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And this guy's developed quite nicely as a security blanket for his quarterback. Miller with the ball. Powers through the defender. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Black Knights offense will go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time breaks into the open. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give to the single back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Running inside. It's Howard. Got a little grass. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. On the run, it's Howard. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really good-looking run, and when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block, and as a defense, you better limit your mental errors, or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Going to the run, it's Howard. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Black Knights! Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through, and he knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That's caught. It's Miller. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's 4. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Fires quickly. Could not make his way to the corner. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brooks. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught! Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Miller. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Dyer. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass, it's Baker. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Pointer. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it. On his feet at the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 5 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Horned Frogs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Ruston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
Coach Cumbie told me at the half, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. They give it to him again. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. Knocked down at after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Dyer. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. The Black Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
You've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Brooks. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. On the ground, it's Brooks. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Baker. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the draw, it's Booth. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Thompson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throws to the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Black Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Crosses the line of scrimmage. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Army! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he tacks on the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. This time he's got his man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. On the delay, it's Brooks. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And the route is on. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he makes the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Black Knights sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall and
turning it on. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Past the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Black Knights will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it. He takes off. He chews up yards.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He'll run it again. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys